I worked with Nacsport with my time with the Exeter Academy. Obviously had some really good contact with Josh Bryan, who I got in touch with straight away. And then for me, it was just the ease of the system. I've used, like I said, I've used it before, so I knew the system. So I knew that that would fit really nicely. Being at a thriving Pembrokeshire College where everything's really busy and you need to try and speak to somebody quite quickly to kind of get things done. So yeah, that's why we chose Nacsport. For me, it's about getting rounded, better rugby players. Also having them to think about sort of like some goals, you know, what's their mission in life? You know, Scarlets is the nearest touch point, so can they become the next, you know, regional academy player? And I think if we can better them in a nice, stable, safe environment, then that person's going to succeed in their own personal goals. There's so much more to the game of rugby: running lines, support lines, work rate, working off the ball, how much ball time is in play. So for me, upskilling those players to understand that rugby isn't just about certain actions on the pitch. There's a lot more to it, and I think with analysis, you can break that down. You can provide good delivery in terms of the resources, so key times, key instances, and those players then get a real appetite of how to individually get better, but then collectively as a team get better. And I think the more you can push people to use analysis, the better they're going to be holistically as well as a person.
I've previously used Huddle, so used Huddle and Angles. I've used both of them, and if I'm honest, Nacsport's probably the best one I've used out of all three. So easy to use, so simple. How to set a dashboard to the timeline, really easy. And how you set up the coding window and the timelines is really easy software to use. So it's good now that we've got the Nacsport that we can have a dashboard with like key stuff that we want to look at, individual stuff that they want to look at as well, and then being able to post that onto the hub and then being able to access it really easy is beneficial for us as coaches. Massive thing for us is being able to use like a social media platform kind of thing, because it's kind of that same template they're used to like on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. It's really easy for them to use.
So the hub, it's a great tool for us. It's about pushing as much data and as much, like say, videos and clips across to the players as possible. Like we mentioned defence, we mentioned line out, we mentioned our attack, but we can chuck that straight in there, and then that engagement with the players, asking them questions are, what did we do well here? How can we improve this for our next game moving forward? Will just be more beneficial for us, and especially with the other coaches linking it all together, will be a massive step in the right direction from where we currently are. So we're in the Welsh Colleges League. The players are always watching themselves. They do want to get better. They do strive to hopefully progress to that rag level. And they know that if they work on their own game, watch themselves back, it's only them that can kind of put them in the right stead with our guidance. And I think without them having the use of Nacsport, they wouldn't be in the situation they are in. It's such a great tool regarding I can develop the players, but I can also look back at myself. So what my coaching style's like, because it's good for us to film some stuff when we are training. So I can look back on how I am and how I can implement that to make the experience better, not just for me, but for the player. But then it also means regarding the Nacsport, like I want to go into more detail with it, just for my own learning more than anything as well.